It's finally Friday night here in Nashville, Tennessee. Got a hankering for a honky-tonk in a backwoods pour of a nice cold something. My boys just hit me up, said, hey, come on down to Broadway. Man, my baby's gonna be upset. Haven't spent much time with her since last week, but I've learned a valuable lesson on how to calm her down. So listen up and heed my words before she lays that hammer down. You gotta hold her like a beer, hold your baby nice and close. Tell her she's the only one, never let her go. Wrap your arms around her like a pot of gold. Let those peaceful rivers flow. Hold her like a beer, fill her up to the rim. With compliments and I love yous to the brim. Tell her she's the best thing that's ever been. Then head out with your friends, but first hold her like a beer. Let's go. Bartender just called, last call, got an Uber on the way. Stop by the old greasy spoon for some famous southern biscuits and gravy. I sobered up just enough so I could deal. And then I rocked my baby, rocked my baby, rocked her like a wagon wheel. When I woke up hungover as heck, I could tell she was still upset. So I held out my arms and turned on the charm. Funny how she forgets. You gotta hold her like a beer, hold your baby nice and close. Tell her she's the only one, never let her go. Wrap your arms around her like a pot of gold. Let those peaceful rivers flow. Hold her like a beer, fill her up to the rim. With compliments and I love yous to the brim. Tell her she's the best thing that's ever been. Then head out with your friends, but first hold her like a beer. Man, life don't always go down easy, but if you wanna make it smooth, listen up, here's the guarantee. You gotta hold her like a beer, hold your baby nice and close. Tell her she's the only one, never let her go. Wrap your arms around her like a pot of gold. Let those peaceful rivers flow. Hold her like a beer, fill her up to the rim. With compliments and I love yous to the brim. Tell her she's the best thing that's ever been. Then head out with your friends, but first hold her like a beer. Yeah, hold her like a beer. You gotta hold her like a beer. You gotta hold her like a beer. You gotta hold her like a beer.
Bailando contigo, let's go. Know your body's got a rhythm I can't ignore. When you move like that, I'm wanting more. The way you spin, you got me hypnotized. One look at you, I'm lost in paradise. Every step you take, I follow. You're the sun and I'm the shadow. The way we're moving feels so right. Let's keep dancing through the night. Bailando contigo, feeling the heat. You're letting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance, it's all I need. Bailando contigo, set me free. Closer, baby, I don't wanna waste a second. Your vibes are language and I'm learning every lesson. Your heartbeat's matching the drum of the song. Feels like forever when you're in my arms. Oh, every step you take I follow. You're the sun and I'm the shadow. The way we're moving feels so right. Let's keep dancing through the night. Bailando contigo, feeling the heat. You're letting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance, it's all I need. Bailando contigo, cause set me free, cause set me free. Quiero más de ti, dame pasión. Viajes en el ocean. Cada movimiento es mi tentación. Every move you make me feel the emotion. Vamos juntos, no pares, sigue así. Stay with me tonight, it's just you and me. All up contigo, feeling the heat. You're lighting my fire, moving to the beat. Every touch, every glance is all I need. Bailando contigo. me free. I didn't go deep. Oh, you got me. I'll never let go. Bajo la luna, dancing with you. We're lost in the flow.
Lights down, music's on, I can't help it. Head up, phone is off, it's my entrance. Tonight is ours for the taking, but you know I got tired of waiting. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. It's now here's my time and I'll take it. Not much left to do, but just feel the beat. And now I'm lost in the rhythm, so you know there's something in me that keeps on believing. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And all night. It's now here's my time and I'll take it. Not much left to do, but just feel the beat. And now I'm lost in a rhythm, so you know there's something in me that keeps on believing. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night.
All right, there, Kinsman.
How we doing?
You're looking pretty lonely in that studio.
Yeah. You decided to sit out. You're not sitting it out. You're doing the show from Sopo.
No,
The Sopo connection tonight.
you know where I live. I don't live in South
I
Porcupine.
know you live in Pottsville.
Yeah, Porcupine. You
Yeah,
got to start understanding the geography.
You can't confuse the two.
You would be-
Porcupine, big
you'd be-
metropolis down there. You guys are growing, moving and shaking down there now.
No, you're wrong again. We love the fact here that it doesn't move and shake.
You don't
That's what
want
we
the-
love.
You don't want the big busting metropolis.
We don't want no moving and we don't want no shaking around here.
shaking.
No, it is the opposite of move and shake. But yes, we have some news today. We can say that June the 12th, it is a Thursday, will be
June
the
12th.
grand opening celebration of our new studio in the Timmins Square.
That is going to be flippin' amazing, and yes, we'll have a big party.
Yes,
And we'll do a big unveiling on the 12th. So mark it off on the calendar right now.
6 p.m. in person. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of information about that coming shortly. But yeah, it's going to be a party. And we're going to unveil everything that's new. We'll put
Right
it
now,
like
it's all tarped up there. It's like the coming soon, tarps. What's underneath the curtains? But no peek until the 12th.
peeking. Yeah, no peeking to the 12th. But yeah, we're actually it's going to be curtained up here on Monday because things are really going to start to progress then. So we're excited about that. And of course, we're inviting the public to come join us, and we're going to have a blast that night in person in the new studio.
Yeah, so if you've got some shopping to do at the mall that night, tie it in between 5:30 and 6-ish, and you'll take part in our grand opening.
So we'll tell you this, Louise. So we are in the old My Studio space. It was the hair salon. Now they haven't been there maybe 4 years.
Yeah, I think they bailed out there due to COVID there 4.5 years ago.
Yes. So the space has been empty for some time. But that's our space. But we'll give people all that information. We've been working hard on that behind the scenes to get that up and running. We've worked with so many great partners.
Yeah, you know what? So many amazing partners. Again, you'll see their faces shining in the entrances of the new studio.
Yes,
and we can't wait to be part of it.
At least not everyone wants their face, their logo at least.
Well, yeah, logos, and we've invited some of those guests to come on the show.
That's
a lot more space.
Yeah,
and again, we can do physical cartwheels in the new studio and run out of room. that's how long the new studio is.
It is. Okay. Yeah. So before we get on to Frankie, and looks like we have a new guest tonight, Dave.
Yeah, we've got another weather guru waiting in the wings there.
We have our Wheel of Winning. What do we got there, pal?
$25 to the Mattagami River Fries Inc. at the Mount Joy Pavilion.
Yeah.
And again, 2 movie passes to Imagine Cinemas. Just talking to Glenn and Sylvie at the Mattagami River Fries. They're getting set to host a grand opening, or not their grand opening, but an anniversary. They're coming up to their 1-year anniversary of running Mattagami River Fries Inc. And again, we'll have some details coming up on future shows. But if you haven't been, they had their River Dog special last night. We tried one of their cheese dogs. Amazing food that comes out of Glenn and Sylvie. If you haven't tried them, someone's going to try it tonight, because we're going to give you $25 to Mattagami River Fries Inc. And again, you can go check out Mission Impossible. People raving reviews with that one, stating that Tom Cruise has raised the bar for his own stunts in this one. I can't wait to see that one. I haven't seen that one yet.
Sean and Debbie, I can answer this question. So we are still going to have our studio downtown Timmins.
Yes, we are.
This is an expansion. So we will have some information of what we will be doing there in downtown Timmins. We will have some information about that shortly, but we will still be very much part of downtown Timmins because we love it.
We will.
Yes.
We'll just be branching, branching our wings, so to speak.
You got to expansion, Kinsman. Well, why
we're expanding our wings?
Yeah, no wings.
Well, the wings are already in flight.
Okay, yeah. And you forgot to mention the #1 movie, Lilo and Stitch.
Yes, yeah. Final Destination: Bloodlines.
No, Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch. Yes, okay.
Lilo and Stitch. That's the #1 movie, pal.
It took the Final Destination: Bloodlines over the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's get our guests. So we have Frankie and Daisy. We haven't met Daisy before.
No, we've never seen Daisy before. We'll find out what part of the world Daisy's from.
Hello, Daisy and Frankie.
Hello.
Daisy, Frankie, thanks for joining us there, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That's right. We haven't met you before. Frankie often brings on a bunch of folks on here. They multiple times, but this is the first time you're joining us. Whereabouts are you from?
So I'm from Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah, from around Boise, the capital area.
Okay. So
Yeah.
You're the one terrifying us then.
No, that's not me.
I'm just joking. How did you get connected with Frankie? And I assume that you're part of all these weather groups and podcasts that he does also.
Yeah, so Frankie is actually the weatherman for my podcast, Daisy Shit Show.
Oh,
so he comes on.
Love it.
Yeah, he comes on and opens the podcast with his weather report, and he's just now started teaching us things about the weather. So
yeah, you got it. Frankie is awesome, and there he is right there. How you doing tonight, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. Tomorrow outside Sydney, Nova Scotia. It's going to be even warmer. Sydney, Nova Scotia tomorrow. Then it's going to a little bit of rain. Then it's got to cool down next week as well in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada. Where I'm at right now. There's another guest, Dave from Winnipeg, is going to be on the podcast, and Joey, Ollie, and Brandon. How can all those guys?
Oh,
We're gonna have
awesome.
a full slate tonight. See how many we can cram into the screen at one time.
And did you hear about this? I'm on the Daisy Rampage show. It went great so far. Things are going great on my side in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. And Roger the Wild Child's been to Vegas a lot of times. He's been to Nashville quite a few times, interviewing country musicians and things like this. Roger the Wild Child's a really nice man. Roger Gardner, aka Roger the Wild Child.
Yes, Frankie is well connected. He is involved in so many things weather-wise. He is Canada's go-to person when it comes to weather here for sure. And it sounds like he's branching into the States. Now we got another gentleman joining us here.
I think we got David Smith waiting to pop on there. There we go. David. Hey, Dave.
Oh, hey. I'm on. I'm well. Hang on.
Now, where are you joining us from, Dave?
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Or Winterpeg, Manitoba. Is that that's still what they call it out there, right?
Oh yeah, that'll never change. That's for sure. We just actually 30 minutes ago we just had a fire warning for, I guess, like I'm in the city in Winnipeg, but out in Manitoba, and I guess the rural areas, there's a lot of fires still going on. So popped up on the TV, popped up on the cell phone, the national weather alerts.
I have to tell you something here, Dave. Mark has been waiting 5 years for someone to join us from Winnipeg so he can use that winter peg joke.
That's I've been holding on to that.
Wanted to get it out.
I used to live in Winnipeg.
Yeah, I gotta thank Frankie for inviting me on. Frankie, how you doing today?
I'm doing great so far, and the weather in Winnipeg, Manitoba is. And weather in Winnipeg, Manitoba they're under a fire weather watch in Winnipeg. They're under alert in Winnipeg, Manitoba as of right now.
That's right. Yeah, that's true, Frankie.
Lots of fires going on in Winnipeg right now. And up around Manitoba, smoke and things like this. They're under an advisory and warning up there right now.
Yeah. No, well, thanks for inviting me on, and thank you guys for bringing me on here.
You're definitely welcome to join us
anytime. Yeah,
anytime. Well, go ahead, Frankie. What's going on?
Hey, Dave. Patrick Mack, the guy from Base Guy Show. Patrick could be a guest on KINZ and KLOMP podcast one of these days. Patrick Sky Universe.
Yeah, Patrick. He's on our team's little group there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He put up a few videos too. Today he put up a video. Where is he again?
He lives in Montreal, Quebec.
Oh yes, Montreal, Quebec. Same with and then there's what's his name? Stefan and Jack, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's a different. Go ahead.
That's a whole different flow. So let's.
Sorry about that.
No, hey, speak all you want on this platform. Let's ask. I'm curious. I want to ask Daisy a question. So, where you're from, so what's the overall climate there? It's not like Northern Ontario where we get like 8 months of snow, right? It's a little bit different in your area.
Yeah. Idaho is super weird because you go outside and you have like a heavy winter coat on, and then an hour later you need to have shorts on or maybe a parka because it starts raining. Okay. We do get winter usually like December to March. It's snowing, and then it's super hot during the summer. So, but yeah, the weather changes very quickly here.
And Idaho's a nice part of the country there too. I lived at one point in Cranbrook, British Columbia, which is not too far from I guess Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. A lot of people from Cranbrook would drive down to do their U.S. shopping and come back.
It's a good idea.
It is, yeah.
The climate is potato, someone says. How many, Daisy, how many potato jokes have you heard in your life? It's got to be in the 10,000s, right?
Yes, a lot. We do eat a lot of potatoes, though.
you do eat a lot of potatoes, and you folks watch a lot of football. I know that. That's big down there. Mm-hmm. College football, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. College football is huge.
Yeah. It is. So, Daisy, do you do weather reports for your area across the country? How do you get involved?
So I actually don't know anything about the weather. Frankie
Nice.
helps me with the weather. I just mainly talk about people's problems.
Oh,
Yeah.
you came to the right place. We got a lot of them.
I was sorry, I was going to ask Daisy, do you know I don't know if you're familiar with the Five Guys restaurant chain?
Mm-hmm.
Is it them that use the Idaho potatoes that
They do.
I always see the boxes of in the, yeah, I haven't been there in a long time, but I do remember, like as soon as you walk in, like there's boxes of potatoes and they're like from Idaho, one of the best places to get potatoes. So I didn't know that, but
Yep.
yeah, the fries were fantastic. The food was great. So yeah.
Is the mascot of Idaho really a potato?
It's a potato.
It is. And
It is really.
Yeah, and
Really?
the New Year's drop, when they do the New Year's Eve drop, it's a potato that we drop from the sky.
You drop a spud.
Yep.
Spud. Yeah.
We're classy. We are classy in Idaho.
Yeah.
Spud's a spud.
If you're from where we're from, we would fit right in with the classy stuff. So Dave, over to yourself there. So, are you a weather enthusiast, or are you like Mark and Daisy and I? We sort of just hop on board and learn from Frankie.
Oh no, actually, I am. I wouldn't say I'm on Frankie's level, but I'm a huge fan of the weather. Definitely, really into the storms, especially hurricanes, tornadoes. Like floods. Just really, yeah. Took some courses, but not a storm chaser or anything, but anytime there's a world event with the weather going on somewhere, I stay pretty current with the big things anyway.
Yeah. Stay topical with what's going on. You guys do get the odd tornado out there. I remember when I lived in Winnipeg for 3 years. You'd get them in, I guess, out in the Steinbach area, just outside of Winnipeg. I remember some of those thunderstorms can get pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, they can actually. Fun fact. I don't remember the year actually. I think Frankie might remember the link I sent, but it was in, I think, 2012. It wasn't a big tornado, it was a small tornado, but it did a lot of damage, and they reassessed it, and it ended up being, and this place isn't known for much. It's flat, there's no mountains, it's not the place to go if you want to see a landscape, but it was the first, it still is, the one and only tornado that's been an F5 in Canada. It's the first, and it's the only one still that was a category 5. Category 5, yeah, or an F5, not category. Categories for hurricanes. Sorry.
Well,
the F scale, that's through the tornadoes.
We get these tornado warnings here in Timmins, and then
Jamie laughs at them
a few times. And the biggest thing that happens is your patio drink tips over. We don't get any type of action like on that end. Maybe a lawn chair.
Yeah.
The leg breaks off. Extreme measure.
You know what? It's the same here in the city. It really really doesn't ever really amount to much. It's usually just a quick downpour of rain, or we might get the little bit of hail. But in the city, we rarely get anything crazy. It's like you guys. It sounds very similar. We get the warnings, but nothing ever really. It never amounts to anything serious.
As a weather guy, when you get those warnings, you're probably pretty pumped, looking out the window, looking for those funnel clouds, but nothing ever amounts, eh?
Yeah, and I go right onto the radar, and I watch that. I like AccuWeather. I know Frankie likes AccuWeather, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I mean, I watch them, and then usually what ends up happening is just as they're about to hit, and you see them coming, they either dissipate or they go north, and or they miss altogether south, and it's just like, oh great, yeah. It's kind of, because you kind of want something, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I guess I don't want my like house crushed,
No.
but it's still.
Well,
Yeah.
we have an exciting invitation for you, Dave, and for you, Daisy. So we're forming a team. Now, both of you have probably seen the movie Twister and Twisters, I assume, right? Weather enthusiasts, any type, and you know they chase tornadoes. Well, we're forming a team here for the winter that's called the Blizzard Blasters. And we're going to go right into the eye of the blizzard.
This coming winter.
Yeah. So,
team.
And Frankie has helped us assemble a team of all-stars. So the question is, does Daisy and Dave want to join the Blizzard? We're like the Avengers, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're going to be a large group there. Everybody signs on there, but we need to have everybody take their part there when it.
Daisy, you could be the first American on the Blizzard Blasters.
Deal.
That'd be cool.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
As long as I get to wear a big coat.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wear
I get
a
cold.
big coat.
Oh, okay.
Right.
We're the potato costume.
And
the potato mascot for Idaho.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into that eye of this. Yeah, we'll throw a potato right in the eye of the blizzard.
Is that a good segue? The eye of the potato.
There you go.
Costume.
Yeah.
Chris says, "Could I be the driver?" Of course, we're gonna need a driver, but it's gotta be like Twisters, Chris, where you wear like the nice cowboy hat and the bandana. Like you gotta look the part.
Gonna have the straw hanging out of the side of the mouth.
GoPro on his head. Yeah, for sure.
ready to go.
Frankie's on mute. We can't hear. I want to check in with you there, Frankie.
And guess what? And there's another American on KINZ and KLOMP podcast, Trey Campbell.
Oh, Trey Campbell. Are they in the? No, they're not in the lobby, but they may be coming on.
Yet there, Frank.
And by the way, I'm obviously in on the whole Blizzard thing.
Yeah,
we get enough of them.
We'll get the updates from all the, from Winnipeg, from Idaho, Nova Scotia.
Our winters are terrible. Oh,
it's worse than Winnipeg. It's
the
worst.
It's brutal. Yeah.
The one thing that anybody complained about before I moved there, they said it was, get ready for the worst winters of your life, and it's true. Lots of snow, and minus 70, I think, sometimes with wind chill.
Yeah, it's awful, man. And even in the city with buildings like in downtown, I mean, it's still brutal. So like usually they would shield you, but like, I mean, the wind comes from all sorts of directions. You just get hit with like, oh man, I remember waiting for the bus when I was like in school, and like my bus stop was right by like a school field, so you stand there and like there was no shelter. It was just like the bus stop, they didn't put a shelter there, just a bench, and you would just sit there, and when the wind would whip up, like ice crystals would just like snow crystals would just hit your cheek, and it would just like burn.
Yeah. I remember one year I went there to watch the Grey Cup, and the football hit the goalpost and cracked in half. It's
that's how cold it gets. Well, here's the thing, that when I first arrived at Winnipeg, I'm like, well, this is cool. They've got a bus system and the walkway system underneath the city. I said, well, this is pretty cool. Well, it's because the winters are so cold, they have people walking underneath the city.
In university, we had a tunnel that that attaches to all the buildings. And even if it's further, everyone will take the tunnel instead of go out. It's
app system, I think it was called.
How long were you here for? Like
I was there 2001 to 2003.
Oh, was that? And then you got smart and went somewhere else.
Well, the radio station I worked for Hot 103 there. I don't know what it is now.
It's still Hot 103. It's Ace Burpee's on it.
You know what? Ace Burpee was still on it when I left.
Yeah, it's still going.
He's a lifer there. Yeah, but they I guess reconditioned or condensed and ended up moving back to Ontario after Winnipeg there. But spent 3 years there. I lived on Hargrave Place. If that building's still standing, I was living there.
I think so. Yeah. Obviously there's Hargrave Street too. As well.
Hargrave and Donald. I think that's where they do all the
Yeah.
Winnipeg the Winnipeg cheering there during the Jets series there.
Yeah, things don't really change very much here, except for always buildings. But old buildings in any place you would have stayed at, or is usually old landmarks, stay here forever. I mean, it's actually growing quite a bit. A lot of the areas I grew up in that used to just be fields, which used to be nice. Condos are going up all the time now, and you still have your old places, but I don't know why so many people want to move here. I know it's cheaper, I guess, but I don't know.
Well,
You
Daisy,
remember the Polo Park Bandit?
Kinsman, we're not going to go through the whole history.
No,
of
no.
I'm just
What-
asking him there. Do you remember
okay, when the city was formed in 1702, you had your first.
1702.
Like, yes, we go Jets. Are they still? No, they're not in the playoffs.
No,
right?
they're out of the playoffs there.
Okay,
They
I want
they
to.
always lose.
I want to ask Daisy this. Back to
Yeah.
your show. So when you say you talk about people's problems, are you solving people's problems, or are you just smack talking people got problems? Because this,
Or stirring the pot and making it work.
Gaslighting.
yeah, what's happening here? Because this sounds like a pretty fun show.
Okay, so the show started because I wanted to talk about how crazy my life was.
Okay.
That was the whole point of the show. And then as soon as I started telling people about it, they're like, I want to talk about my crappy life. So people just started joining to tell us stories of things that they've gone through. Sometimes we help to solve the problem, and sometimes we just shit talk.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just share how absurd some of these stories are, so that people who maybe are going through something similar don't feel like they're alone in their crazy life.
Oh,
That's nice.
so it's a blend. It's a blend of everything. So do you
Yes.
talk like about relationships, work stuff, neighbor stuff, like anything that could potentially be a conflict? It's on your show.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, anything that you want to talk about.
Oh, I
Well,
like that.
I don't think you'll ever run out of content. That's a perfect subject or format, because I mean, anyone and everyone has a lot to complain about these days. So
And they love complaining about it.
yeah, we spend a lot of energy complaining, and it's a lot of wasted energy in a way. I mean, it's okay to complain, but yeah.
Do Americans, so here Canadians are up in a whole turmoil because of these tariffs and Trump. Like we're consumed with it here. Okay. In America, do they talk about it as much as Canadians, or it's just business?
Oh, yes.
as usual? We do.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they talk about it a lot, and it is affecting everything. And then there's a divide even between the Americans on like who's on this side or this side. Right now in Idaho, we're complaining about flags.
Oh, flag.
Yes.
Like-
Yeah.
Which flags
Actually-
we should be allowed to fly.
Okay.
I get
like
Again, writing content for your show every day.
But when you say what flag, are we talking like obviously one's the American, right?
Yeah.
And what, like, are you allowed to put a Canadian flag up there? Like, what are the flags that they're debating?
Right now it's the LGBTQT
Oh,
that
okay,
flag. So that
Yeah.
flag we used to fly it at the state house.
Yeah.
And now we're not flying it, but they want to fly it, and because
okay.
now there's a national law you can't fly it, it's turned
Republicans
into a whole
don't like that.
thing.
Oh, is
Sorry.
there really a national law?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Trump put a law
That's
on it.
crazy.
No. Is
Yeah.
is this
It's
did
a
this
flag.
change underneath Trump's rule? Is this a new change or?
That sounds
Yeah.
like a Republican thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so it's not all potato talk where you are. You got a whole bunch of things going on over there.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Here we're all about support local, buy local, and it's big here in Winnipeg anyway. Everyone's but like I do follow CNN a lot, and it's mostly American news that I get notifications for, And yeah, every day there's stuff going on about the tariffs right now. So I think there's something just today about Trump not allowing like Siemens and a couple other companies. He's not allowing them to actually send product or do business with China. It's crazy. I mean, I don't live there, but I'm very aware of the news because it's news there because, like I said, I'm a big news guy. So
Daisy, I'm following up on Sean Seal's question. So if we became the 51st state, would we have free potatoes for life?
Maybe. No,
This may sway my opinion there, kids. But like, I was a no going into the show, but if someone say like free fries and potato chips, it might swing my vote.
Yeah, unlimited bags of potatoes, sacks of potatoes from Idaho.
Yeah, we also have the sugar factory here too, so we can put some sugar on your potatoes.
Now we're cooking.
Maple syrup.
If you guys become a state, though, where's all the people from America supposed to go? Because that's been the thing, is just go to Canada.
Right. You guys would come up here.
You wouldn't want to, though. It's way too cold for most Americans.
Yeah, that too.
The eggs are expensive in the States. We got it good here in Canada. I didn't realize that.
That's very true. That is very true. I just bought eggs today. Cost me $8 for 12 of them.
Really?
They're still that expensive?
There's no chicken?
Yeah, it's like... there's chickens. I don't know what's happening to the eggs.
I thought they went down in price, but I guess were they more before that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For like a 5 dozen pack, I used to be a bodybuilder, so for 5 dozen, it used to be like $9, and now it's almost $30.
See, here we're complaining about the gas prices, and in Idaho, it's these dozen eggs, kids.
Complaining about the egg price.
It's like $1 an egg almost, or probably. Yeah. That's crazy.
To solve the problem, people are buying chickens so they can raise their own eggs, which is way more expensive than buying the expensive eggs.
Yeah, they find that out, right? Yeah, I know. I've seen that. That's a big thing. They get everything ready and they realize, oh my God, this is so costly. Like, and you got to keep them healthy too. And it's like
you need to buy an incubator for the eggs. Like,
you got to keep chicken not laying too many eggs if it's dead. I guess. You got to sort of feed.
Yeah, you got to feed them.
Yeah, and feed them well too.
Like a house plant. You got to keep them alive.
Right. So, how you doing over there, Frankie? Are we going to have a long summer here in Canada?
It's going to be a hot summer in North America, Europe, and Asia. It's going to bring so much rain to India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Pakistan, parts of Pakistan, and all those places. It's going to bring so much rain in Venezuela and Colombia and Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, Panama, including parts of Peru, parts of Ecuador, parts of Bolivia, and Amazon rainforest of Brazil. Is going to bring so much rain in rainy season. It's going to be really cold in New Zealand and Australia, and it's going to bring really cold temperatures in southern tip of Argentina in southern hemisphere winter. It's going to be really hot in North America, Europe, and Asia. It's going to be extremely cold in New Zealand and Australia.
Frankie, wow,
he
knows everything.
Beauty, yeah,
he does.
It really is. I don't even know what the weather is outside my house right now. And Frankie knows it all. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's like he's got a crazy memory for that stuff.
That's why he's as good as he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. So we're about to roll over to our sponsor break. So we got to say goodbye at this point. But tell us where we could find you online, your shows. Let's start with you, Daisy. Where can we find your podcast?
Mine doesn't go as fast as when Frankie tells me his. My podcast is anywhere podcasts are streaming. It's called Daisy's Shit Show Podcast. We do live every Tuesday on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can also find me on Instagram at Daisy's Shit Show Podcast or just Daisy_Rampage.
I love that. Is your email like daisyshitshow@gmail.com? And
yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
We're not that cool to have like a curse in our name, Kinsman.
You know how hard it was? A lot of the things, it's an exclamation point.
Yeah.
They had to edit it out, so it's an exclamation point.
Or a space or something.
Yeah.
I
love that. How about you, Dave? How do we connect with you?
I don't have a podcast. Sadly, I mean, I actually found you guys through Frankie, good friend of mine, Frankie over there, my good buddy. How you doing, Frankie? Sorry, I just
I'm
want to say.
doing great. I'm doing great so far. I'm an author of a book, Be Prepared, a Frank Donald Guide to Life, Weather, and everything. It has 48 pages. That's pictures of me when I was a kid and things like this. It has the childhood pictures of me and the weather facts and things like this. And my book is published by Nimbus Publishing up in Halifax. I'm an author of a book, Be Prepared,
Well-
a Frank Donald Guide to Life, Weather, and everything. I'm an author of a book. Sal Soller wrote my book back in 2017, 2018. It was published by Nimbus Publishing in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada on June 15, 2018. My book is going to be 7 years old on June 15th. And it got the Cowboy Frank Del bobbleheads come back and another batch. And then it got the t-shirt edition Frank Del bobbleheads coming this summer, according to Phil Schuyler, National Bobblehead Hall of Fame CEO. They even got bobbleheads of Frank Del right on in the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Then it got the Christmas edition of Frank Del bobbleheads. It's going to be another batch of Christmas edition Frank Del bobbleheads. It's going to be for Christmas of 2025.
Yes,
They're going to sell out.
of course he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I just got to ask this question to Daisy. Sorry, Dave. So is look at all this cursing tonight, eh, Kinsman? Are you getting embarrassed or what?
I know. I'm
that was
sorry.
good.
So is it actually spelled SHIT or?
It is. When you see the my logo is a SH exclamation point T.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
how I could get around it. But yes,
That's
it
how
is
the
shit
Americans
show.
spell it. That's how the
Yes,
that's the
that's how
Americans spell it.
Americans spell it.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's the American spelling.
It's like
YouTubers
roof and
spell it.
rough. Like how you guys say roof. You don't say roof. You say like rough, right?
Rough.
Like on
Yeah.
top, on top of a
Top.
house,
Yeah.
a roof.
Oh, what the heck?
It
are you
depends on
talking
where you're
a
from,
roof.
though.
about?
If
Okay.
you're from the South, then you say things differently. So
Okay.
That accent debate is always weird to me because I can talk to someone else in the States and it's like completely different. Some do say rough and the accents just vary so much. But yeah, I don't have a podcast, like I said. But I mean, you could always email me. Like it's I have a most generic name ever, David Smith. So it's like David _ Smith 58 because there was already 57 taken or 58. My at hotmail.com
You and
or
Mark,
Frankie.
I think you and Mark start a podcast, The History of Winnipeg. It would be a barn burner.
The history of Winnipeg.
Yeah.
How do you say Kabasa? Is it Kabasa or Kubasa up there?
It's Kilbasa.
See, we
Canadian.
got Terry would call it Kabasa. That was the first fight when I first went to Winnipeg.
Hey, Dave, do you say snow or snow? Like, we're Canadian. We all talk the same there, kid.
Yeah, I know, snow, and we don't all say A, but we don't all live. I didn't take, I don't have an igloo, and some Americans really do honestly think that, like,
Well, you should. In Winnipeg, you should have an
Yeah.
igloo.
Yeah, and we have sled dogs and take sled dogs to the store and and yeah,
we
all
have
that
sled dogs.
stuff.
In Winnipeg City, you could actually say that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you go outside the city, you could definitely say that. Yeah, it's just like flat land, blistering wind, and all you can see is just white
Yeah.
and trees.
A whiteout. Frankie, how do we connect? I love when Frankie does this.
Over in India, they're going to get so much rain in June, July, and August, and September. They'll be getting so much rain in India during monsoon season. And hurricane season officially starts June 1st, 2025. There's a tropical storm developing off the west coast of Mexico in the Pacific. And their Pacific hurricane season already begun. It's going to bring above average typhoons in Tokyo, Japan this year, Kyoto, Japan, Osaka, Japan, Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan, Taiwan, China, Vietnam, Laos, and Philippines, and all those places, and Hong Kong. Cambodia is going to bring a whole lot of typhoons, including Guam and Taiwan, and all those places. It's going to bring a lot of typhoons to the east coast of China, South Korea, North Korea, Vladivostok, Russia, and Tokyo, Japan, and all it may infect Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan, and those places. I'd like to introduce to my fans, the KINZ and KLOMP.
Hey, there we go.
Frank.
And if you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky is at Frankie MacD, my Twitter now X is at Frankie MacD, My link tree is Frankie MacDonald. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD94. My Threads is at Frankie MacD94. My TikTok is FrankDon94. My Clapper is FrankDon94. My Twitch is FrankDon94. My Snapchat is Frankie MacDon. My YouTube channel is Dogs Wolves. And my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck there. I'm Frank. You're listening to KINZ and KLOMP Podcast. I will see you on last Wednesday of June 2025.
Yes, sir.
All right, Frankie.
Love it, Frankie.
June 26th.
He's a busy guy.
Yes,
He
he
is.
is.
He's in demand.
Well, Frankie, Dave,
See you, Frankie.
I will
Daisy,
see you. I will see KINZ and KLOMP Podcast on June 26th, 2028.
You got her, buddy.
June 26th, 2025. I
and
mean,
hopefully, Dave
Wednesday,
and
June
Daisy,
26th, 2025.
hopefully you both also can join us that night, and
Yeah.
we'll get down to more history. We'll solve this 51st state, and
We'll talk more potatoes.
I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
Daisy's podcast, see who she's talking smack about.
Yeah.
She's gonna say, "Oh, these two old white guys trying to do a podcast in Timmins,
That's it.
Ontario." Like, there's problems that
Right.
right itself.
Oh, I'm going to check it out too. What was it? Is Daisy's shit show?
Daisy's shit show.
You just
Mhm.
wanted to hear another curse word, Dave. You just wanted that. You knew it existed.
You got me. You got me. Yeah. We don't hear enough in Canada.
Yeah. We're too polite. All right, we're gonna break for sponsors. Thank you so
Thank
much, folks. Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
thanks for having me.
Bye.
you
Thanks
later.
for having me.
Bye.
See you guys.
And there's a new listing at Groundhog Lake with Albert Seal from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call Albert for a showing today, 705-465-3493. Did you know that yummy shawarma chicken and Yogan Frus can be found in the Porcupine Mall? Stop into Burrito Guys and Yogan Frus today. Place your order, 705-579-2057. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Get the care and guidance you deserve with Jessica Gervais from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call Jessica now, 705-363-0136. The Flourless Fox Take Home is all gluten-free. Follow them now on Facebook or stop in today, 89 Cedar Street South, beside the Vic, or call 705-221-7007. Always fun times at the Mini Punt and Batting Cages with Don Marcoux. Call now to book your summer fun, 705-264-7888 in the Hollinger Park. 3,700 plus raised and counting for the Pet Value Walk for Guide Dogs. This was an amazing walk Sunday, and a big thank you from the staff at Pet Value in Timmins. Floss Smile Ride with Healthy Smiles with Hollinger Dental. Fill out a ballot at your next appointment to win a free bike at 100 Waterloo Road in the Hollinger Court, Timmins. Come check out the new look of Montana's Barbecue and Bar, 1500 Riverside Drive. Call to book your reservation today, 705-360-5999. Muddy Buddies Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Creamy Dill Pickled Chips, Jelly Thumbs, Cotton Candy, and more. You're going to find it all at Sweet Freeze Timmins, 175 3rd Avenue, or shop online, sweetfreeze.com. Porcus Stampede and Rodeo are looking for vendors, and you could be one of them. August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th in Porcus Junction. Call today, 705-262-4160. Voted Best Burger and Fry in 2024? You need to try the Mattagami River Fries Inc. today at the Mountjoy Pavilion. Watch for their daily specials, 705-269-3663. It's opening week of the all-baked fried chicken. Stop into 999 Riverside Drive this week and get 10% off between May 28th and June 4th. Also, dine out on their back patio. Sign up for Timmins Little League and play ball at Particip Park this summer. Sign your little ones up now, timminslittleleague.ca. For the biggest garden selection in the north, you need to stop and visit the Canadian Tire Timmins Garden Center, your one-stop garden shop. Did you know that you can dine in at Sparks Pizza and have a cold, full beard brew with your meal? Dine in to Sparks Pizza today, 206 3rd Avenue, or order yours online, sparkspizza.ca. Get set for the Ontario Mine Rescue Provincial Competitions, coming to town June 3rd to 5th at the Glencore Kid Operations. For more details, visit Workplace Safety 50north.ca. Something is brewing this Saturday at the Mountjoy Arena. It is TFX Beer Fest, a variety of beer, spirits, wine, entertainment, delicious food, and more. Get your tickets and details now, TimmonsFestivals.com. The Race to the Cup sales event is on now at Timmons Hyundai. Finance the new 25 Tucson Hybrid for 3.99% on select models. Book your test drive today. Stop into 800 Riverside Drive. The Color It Up event is back June 14th at Gillies Lake, brought to you by the Seizure and Brain Injury Center and Girona's Borden Kelly Lawyers. Get your details and you can even sign up online at sabic.ca. Buy now and pay later at J&R Custom Cabinets. Also save the HST. Design, build, enjoy. Your one-stop shop for renos here in the north at 1150 Riverside Drive. Become a Lions volunteer today with the Schumacher Lions Club. If you're interested, stop into the Lions Den for one of their next meetings where they meet every Wednesday, giving back to the community since 1935. They have your back and will secure the coverage you need at PAIB Insurance Inc. Located at 101 Pine Street South in Timmins. Call today 705-360-5300. For the best prices and mega deals, you'll have to make the short drive to Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Go see Ron Parody and his sales team today, located 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. Want more details on the We Count Talk Show? Then you need to follow Mel and Mel today with the Connectors & Co. Email them today. info@theconnectors.ca. Let's rock and bowl June 1st and help Six Master Bowlers get to the Nationals in BC with Midtown Bowl. Sunday, June 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. It's $30 per person. Call to book your lane, 705-360-3500. DAP Cleaning Solutions now offer dump runs. Start your spring decluttering today. Call Andrew in for your free quote, 705-465-3500. And we're almost ready for the big studio expansion reveal coming soon to Timmins Square. And this Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m., it's the 4th annual GBK Lawyers Helmet on Kids campaign. Still time to register your child for a free bike helmet. gbklawyers.ca/helmet on kids campaign. Lucian Transportation are hiring new drivers for Timmins and the Cochrane areas. $2,000 sign-on bonus and it's paid training. Apply today for the next in-class session, June 2nd, 705-360-4090. Where the world comes to explore, that'll be June 4th and 5th at the MAC for the Canadian Mining Expo. For more details, visit CanadianMiningExpo.com. And you're invited to Jackpot Time Timmins' 30-year anniversary. Happens Monday, June 9th from 3 to 8 p.m. Come on by for some bingo, pot, and tons of giveaways and more. On the big screen at Imagine Cinemas this week, Final Destination Bloodlines, Mission Impossible, and Karate Kid Legends. Tickets and showtimes at ImagineCinemas.com. And keep tabs on all 200 businesses and more with the Downtown Timmins BIA. Also stay tuned on the first week of the Urban Park Markets. All the details at DowntownTimmins.com. And a huge thank you from the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming for all who walked for the Walk for Alzheimer's this past weekend. In fact, this was the biggest year for donations to date. Sign up for college in the fall with Northern College. Enroll and search the 75 programs and more online, northerncollege.ca. For the best in malpractice law and personal injury law here in the North for over 50 years, it's Girona's Borden Kelly Lawyers. Call today, 705-268-4242, or stop in and visit them, 16 Cedar Street South in Timmins. Your packages will move fast and efficiently every time with Timmins Courier Service. Locally owned and operated by Robert Champagne for over 45 years. 705-266-4285. And register your child now for kindergarten this fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Book a school tour now, ncdsb.on.ca. Want to work with Dare Timmins? Then join their winning team as a board member. Apply today, daretimmins@gmail.com. And still time to sign up for summer camp at Camp Bickle. Week 1 starts the week of June 29th. All the details you'll ever need are online, campbickle.ca. And put a team in now for the Big Red Poll, June 26th with United Way. United we pull, together we rise, uwcneo.com.
All right there, Kinsman, You're still around or what?
Still around. Yeah, we've got
Great-
the
great
PAIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning. We're giving away, Imagine Cinema passes, 2 of them. Go see Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible. There's all sorts of good movies on this week. And we're giving away $25 to Mattagami River Fries Inc. Voted best burger and fry platter last year out of the fry truck. So if you want to try them out, you're going to try them out tonight.
I'm just getting back to David, who joined us tonight. He said that was his first podcast he was ever on. He was a great guest.
Well, there you go, Dave.
Well,
Starting off on
that's in the chat box.
on a good one.
He can't hear. I don't know if he can hear you. It's in the private chat box and stream.
Okay, yeah. Well, he might be still watching. He's off the show, but I think he's still watching the stream. So, Dave, it was fun having Dave and Daisy, and Frankie brings some new guests, weather gurus to.
There he is. You were right, Kinsman. You were right
He's
all
watching.
along. Yeah.
Hey, well, that comment. If you win, Dave, we'll mail you something. His comments now entered into the Wheel of Winning.
I thought you guys were going to spend 3 hours on the
talking about reminiscing about Winnipeg.
Yeah, there was only one reason to go to Winnipeg when you were young, because the drinking age was 18, and that's when you zipped over.
Wasn't that when I was there? No.
Yeah, it's always 18 in Manitoba, Kinsman.
Is it? Well, I don't know. I was of drinking age anyway when I got there, so it didn't bother me.
Well, I'm telling you, when you're in Ontario and you turn 18, that's where we went.
Yes.
Do you remember being young and fun, or was
I do young and fun?
Ago?
I did.
But too long ago, I guess.
Yeah, it's
okay. Yeah, Wheel of Winning. Here we go, pal.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300.
All right, it's a free bag of potatoes tonight.
That's it from Idaho. We'll throw in some kubasa from Dave Smith from Winnipeg to the winner tonight.
Kobasa, that's what I call it.
Kabasa.
Jane White.
Jane White. Congratulations, Jane. Yes, big winner. And we'll reach out to Jane. Jane, you reach out to us, and we'll get these delivered to you tomorrow. 2 movie passes, Imagine Cinemas, and Mattagami River Fries Inc. If you haven't tried Glenn and Sylvie's food truck at the Mount Joy Pavilion, you've got $25 to go try it. Best burger and fry platter, and they're trying to take the reign again in 2025 here. There we go.
Everyone reach out to everyone. Okay, perfect. We'll get the prize delivered to you no matter what happens.
Yes, we will.
All right. All right there. Good night, Kinsman. Don't trip over any cables leaving the office.
No, I will not disturb any cables. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Lights down, music's on, I can't help it. Head up, phone is off, it's my entrance. Tonight is ours to the taking, but you know I got tired of waiting. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. It's now here's my time and I'll take it. Not much left to do, but just feel the beat. And now I'm lost in the rhythm, so you know there's something in me that keeps on believing. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And all night. It's now here's my time and I'll take it. Not much left to do, but just feel the beat. And now I'm lost in a rhythm, so you know there's something in me that keeps on believing. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night. And I don't care what you say. We came to rock this party all night, all day, all night, all night.
It's finally Friday night here in Nashville, Tennessee. Got a hankering for a honky-tonk in a backwoods pour of a nice cold something. My boys just hit me up, said, hey, come on down to Broadway. Man, my baby's gonna be upset. Haven't spent much time with her since last week. But I've learned a valuable lesson on how to calm her down. So listen up and heed my words before she lays that hammer down. You gotta hold her like a beer, hold your baby nice and close. Tell her she's the only one, never let her go. Wrap your arms around her like a pot of gold. Let those peaceful rivers flow. Hold her like a beer, fill her up to the rim. With compliments and I love yous to the brim. Tell her she's the best thing that's ever been. Then head out with your friends, but first hold her like a beer. Let's go. Bartender just called, last call, got an Uber on the way. Stop by the old greasy spoon for some famous southern biscuits and gravy. I sobered up just enough so I could deal. And then I rocked my baby, rocked my baby, rocked her like a wagon wheel. When I woke up hung over as heck, I could tell she was still upset.